Greetings in the name of Yahuwah and his son Yahusha HaMashiach. My name is Malak Shalomo, and today I'm going to do a trade recap on my trade on MES ES futures. Today is the 28th of March 2023. It's 12:09 p.m. and let's jump into the camera setup here. But let me make this announcement before I jump into the recap, right? So let me just pull this across here so I can show you this. Right, so this is my 150k account on Apex Trader Funding. So the target was, it started at 150,000, right? And you have to get 9,000. So today I hit 159,374.19, right? So right now this account is on its way to get funded, right? So I think I have to wait like 7 business days and they send me some papers and I sign up and stuff like that, right? So hit my target today on this account, and this is the 300k account, and that's in profit 2,305, right? So I gotta get to 20,000 on that one, so that's a work in progress. Today I had a loss on gold today, 261, so that's a work in progress right there. But good news is funded on 150k account. So I'll leave a link in the description if you want to try this out yourself, right? So let's see here. All right, let's jump into the trade recap. All right, so welcome to my messy chart, man. This is probably the messiest chart on YouTube, but this is my analysis chart and I don't take anything off. I just kind of leave everything there. So but I'll do my best to point stuff out for you, right? Right, so this red line right here, that's prior day's Camarilla R3. It moved down today to 4,017.25, right? And let's see here. I think this is off the chart. Look for Camarilla S3. Oh, okay. All right. Right, so this was prior day's Camarilla S3, and it has now moved into value, and it's now at 39.87, right? So it's an inside value there, right? So this was prior day's levels, R3, S3, and now S3 today has now moved in, and Camarilla R3 has now moved in, right? So it's an inside value day. So usually with that setup, the bias is suggesting that we're going to have a range day or a breakout day, right? So let's see here. These are my notes that I put down here for the playbook, right? So with this being Camarilla S3 and we're moving down here in the ETH, we already rejected Camarilla R3, right? So it's either gonna be a range day, which is kind of what's playing out right now. We had the support here. Let's see, let me try and mute that. 1 second. Right, so let's see here. 1 second. All right, so what time is this? This is the open. The open is around here, so we open around S3. So I actually took a breakdown retest, I think, on this one right here, Camarilla S3 at this level. So let me just make this a little bigger. Right, so at the open here, I took a breakdown retest to go short. As you see, it wicked out here. And this is one thing I have here. This is the sell stops area from yesterday. So we actually did come and tag the sell stops area, right? So we broke into that area, took out some long stops, right, before we're actually pushing up again. All right, so let's see here. right? Let me see, make this bigger. Right, so at the open here, let's find it, right? So when short, breakdown retest of S3 to go short for the breakout of the inside value relationship. So if it was gonna be a runner or a breakout for real, it would have headed lower, right? So we didn't get that. We broke back into range, right? Tested up here at let's see, that's the ETH IB low. So we retested that, came back down, broke down. So I was taking trades within this. I think I took a long here, got up a little bit, stopped out. Was kind of like a scalp because this was my main trade to go short, right, for the breakdown, because as you see, we're moving down in the ETH, right, and creating lower highs, right? So I was looking for the short play, right? So let's see here. Right, so when we broke down to this level here, this is the RTH IB low. We broke back above, came back into value here. So I did a couple longs here as well, trying to get back to this this level right here. This is the value area low, that white line. And it's also around the RTH high. Let's see here, let me make this a little bigger. Right, let me just point that out. One second. Right. I had it off, I had to put it back on. So this white line right here, inside that rectangle, that white rectangle, that's the value area low of the money zone. And we came back and we retested that level right there. Retested that twice, right? So when we opened in the RTH, we retested these levels, the ETH IB low and basically the value area low, right? So they're kind of in the same place. Right, so let's make this bigger here again. Right now, so when we broke down here, we created the initial balance low around here at 39.8975, and then we just reverse, right? So this is another thing I have here. This is a down channel, right, from like I think it's the beginning of the year or when it started to break down. So this is the down channel. This is the upper level of the down channel. So we're still bullish. We broke out of the down channel, right? But this could be now support, right? So we're stopping above that level and getting support, right? So let's see here. Right, so this is Camarilla S4, so we stopped above Camarilla S4 at 39.87, right? So we got the reversal back into range. I was trying to go long here a little bit. I'll show you on Ninja Trader in a second. Trying to go long, breaking back above Camarilla S3 and going back to value area low, right? So it's kind of getting a little hiccups here. We're getting some resistance here at 4,006. So let's see here. So that was basically the playbook, right? It was a breakdown retest of Camarilla S3, or a buy back into the range for a range day play. So the range day would be where we bounce from S3 back up to R3 level, right? So this is kind of playing out like that, right? So if we get some bullishness into the close and we break above this value area low, we could probably go back to Camarilla R3, right? So right now we are at the bottom of the range and we're getting support at the bottom of the Camarilla range, right? So let's see here. All right, let me just show you guys this. This is like the evaluation rules. I think So I passed the evaluation, I hit the target, I did more than 7 days of trading. So I think now I have to stop trading, right? Let me see where that is. Right, so number 2 here, it says to stop trading, right? So at this point here, I have to stop trading. Already hit the target. They're gonna send me some information. I'm gonna I think I have to pay to get the personal account, and then I'll be able to start trading. So this will probably happen, let's see. Right, so within 10 days I should get the contract and be able to sign up, right? So that's that. Let's see here. Right, so these are the trades here. Let me just take this off, clean this up a little bit. Right, so this is where let's see, go to the open. Right, so this is where I tried to go short here for the breakdown retest of Camarilla S3. It went into profit a little bit, but then it came back, stopped out with a break even. Then I went short here again, added to the position here, and took profit here, and then that came back on me, so I stopped out in profit, right? So next trade was long, added, well, broke even on that, added again. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. Right, so took profit up here, went short. This one pulled back on me, so stopped out on that one. Went short again, added to the position twice, took profit here, and let's see here. I wasn't too sure of the movement, so I was kind of taking profit quickly, and I was kind of close as well to getting funded, so I just wanted to kind of like hit the target and not risk too much, you know what I'm saying? So this ended up being a profitable trade here, so I was in profit here. Then we came back. I think we got the retest of S3 right there. Got the like kind of like a triple bottom here, and then we started to go long again. So this around here is S3 level, right? So I tried to go short here a little bit on the breakdown of S3. That didn't work out. Flipped, went long, took profit here, went long again, took profit here and here. No. Yeah, I don't know what this is, right? Oh, yeah. So went long again here, right? And all out right here. So a little scalping activity, man. I wanted to get up to the value area low, but I just didn't want to hold on no more, you know, because it's really not how I planned out it would be like it for it to be like a breakout day from Camarilla S3 and go south, and it didn't really do that. So I didn't really want a chance being back in the range, right? Because if you look at, let's see here, let me try and get some more data here. Go back 12 hours. Right, so let me let this load up here. So if you look at this, it's like it's bouncing around Camarilla S3, right? Where I was trying to get up to value area low on the longs, but we're getting these pullbacks here, right? So I didn't really want to hold on too much, you know what I'm saying? Let's see here. right? So you can see at the open here is where I took the breakdown of S3 and it pulled back, so I stopped out a little bit and took the longs. We went up here a little bit, then it's pulling back, right? So there was no follow through in the morning here, just kind of bouncing around, coming back to S3, and I didn't really want to chance too much, so I just kind of scalped my way to profit, you know. But even though I'm scalping, I'm entering at certain points where price is holding support and pushing back up, right? And plus Camarilla S3 is a support level, so if it's not breaking down, then it's going to hold support and push back into range, right? So we eventually came back down here after I was profitable, came back down, tested, broke below Camarilla S3, right? And then around this level here, when we started to hold Camarilla S3 again, took some longs here. You see there's some nice breakout bubbles, right? Some nice buying coming in here at Camarilla S3, holding the POC level, nice buying, but the follow through is kind of iffy, you know, because we're getting some pullbacks here, getting some pullbacks, and the pullbacks are looking to me like it could just break back down below Camarilla S3, right? So the support wasn't looking too good for me, right? Because you see we're getting some pullbacks here, coming back to the POC level. And if it was truly bullish, I mean, it might end up that way in the afternoon, right? At the session end, it might end up bullish, but right now, I don't like the pullbacks too much. You see, right now, I think this is current price. So we actually came back to Camarilla S3 at around 12.20, right? So that long, if I was holding that long, it's too much to hold to come back all the way to Camarilla S3, you know. So right now, retesting Camarilla S3, could it possibly get back up to the value area low at 4,010, around that area? It could possibly bounce from here, but this is too much of a pullback for me to hold any long position, you know. But the structure is still bullish. It's still bullish though. And it's kind of two-sided trade. You see how it just rotates around Camarilla S3 today. Let's see here. Right, so it's just rotating around Camarilla S3. And that's basically what the Camarilla setup is suggesting as well, that the inside day could also be a trading range day, right? So it doesn't have to break out. If it does not break out of like the Camarilla S3 or R3 for like a trend day, because it's like a compression, right? So let me just pull this back here while I'm talking about the Camarilla setup. I know it's a lot on this chart here, man. Let's see if I could do some real quick. All right, let me give you a cleaner chart so I can kind of break this down a little better. Right, so again, this is Camarilla S3 is pushing up, right, into the prior day's range. Let me just hold on. Right, so you see it's pushing up from yesterday into today's prior day's range, and the actual price action from yesterday is reflecting that, right? Because you can see we had like a compression and a trading range day, right? So when you get days like this, it's usually you can get a breakout, right? It could actually push out of Camarilla R3 to the north, or it could push out from Camarilla S3 to the south, right? So today we didn't really get that much of a breakout. We got direction, right, from the ETH, but then we're getting support at, like, this is floor pivot S1 as well. So it's like a double pivot zone of Camarilla S4 and floor pivot S1. So off of this Camarilla S3 right now, as I showed you on Bookmap, we could get back up to this value area low right here, that white line. But then again, it's too tricky for me for the long, because we're not really getting anything. Like, the play isn't happening in any direction. We're just kind of moving around this Camarilla S3 level, right? And not really getting to any targets. Well, for me anyway. The way I trade and my playbook and my setup, I'm not getting any targets really. So that's why I did more of a scalping kind of trade today, because it's basically a ranging kind of day, And let's see what's happening here on Bookmap. Let's take a closer look at price action on Bookmap right now. Right, so right now this is setting up like a short, right? Because we're breaking down Camarilla S3, breaking this level here as well, around 39, let's see, around 39.9650. We're breaking down this level here. Camarilla is exactly at 39.9725, right? So let's see if we get a retest here. Right, this was kind of like a retest when we broke down. This is a retest here. Didn't really get back up to Camarilla S3, but let's see here. And I know this is probably getting to be a long video, but it's good to look at price action live as well. So if you're interested, just stick around and I'll show you how Bookmap kind of plays out. Kind of show you some order flow price action here. So we got another break, right? So this could be the retest here of Camarilla S3, this little pop-up right here, or a retest of the breakdown level at 39.96, right? Or 39.97, right? So now we're getting the retest. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see if it'll get back up to 39.9725 and then fail from there. So this is how I enter my trades as well. Like I wait for the breakdown of S3 and wait for like these little pop-ups here, right? So now we got back up to Camarilla S3. Let's see what it does. And this is looking good here. We have some selling, but still it could break back up into the range. So let's see. And where would your stop be? Right, so the stop would have to be above this level here, like around 4,000. Like if it breaks from this level here, then the stop would be at 4,000 and you risk like about 3 points. And right now this is not a short, right? So I wouldn't enter this short here, because at this point right here, let me just, right at this level right here, we had to get the sell off. After the retest of Camarilla S3, it had to break back down. So what it would have to do for me now again is it would have to break this level here. Wait, hold on. Right, so it would have to break down this level here and retest it. And this could also be like you see it's a breakdown here, retest of this level here. It could also be a point of control retest around VWAP, and this purple line is the session volume point of control. So let's see what it does here. All right, let's go a little closer again. And now it's looking like we have a lot of buying at the top here, not much selling, so it's looking like it's going to test this point of control level here. And this could now set up to be a buy back into, let's see, some levels here. Maybe you could take a buy back up to like 4,005. Try and get 5 points out of this break above the point of control. You'd be risking 6 points though. That's yeah, that's not really a good setup right there for a buy. You'd have to put your stop here around this level, or maybe even this level right here. When we break above, retest the point of control, you put your stop at around, so you risk around like 2 points to get that 5 point move. So let's see how it reacts right here at the points of control. So we need some buyers to just push above that with some strength right there, because the longer it stays below this level is like it's showing weakness at this point of control, right? Now we're getting the breakdown. If you get a retest here and then a push back down, then we could break down Camarilla S3 again. Right, so the buyers coming in. Right, they are the points of control. Let's see, they gotta get a push through. Right, nice buying coming in. Right, so now if you wanna enter here at this breakout from points of control, you'd have to put your stop somewhere around here, like around 39.98. But you see it's not holding above point of control. You gotta get that breakout, retest, and then go. Let's just see what happens here at this point of control, and let's see. I just want to see the setup here so y'all could see at the point of control. This is kind of like how I trade as well. This is one of my playbooks where you break above the point of control from a support level, and it's kind of close, right? So 39.97.25 to 39.99.50. And if you drop your contract size a lot, you could risk below Camarilla S3 here and take this breakout. Right, so that's looking no good for me. Like, I wouldn't like to take a long at this position here at all, because we basically tested it like right here. Let's see, pull this out. So we tested it here, pull back, tested it here, pull back, broke above, pull back, tested it, kept on pulling back. have to see a nice little hold above this level right here to go long. And then my target, not only at the highs right there at 4,005, I would want to get to like 4,010 at the value area low. One thing, the book is looking like it's starting to support the move up, but looks like they're pulling again. They're adding here as it gets darker, brighter, they're adding to their position here. You can also see over here the numbers as they add and take away to their positions. This is the market depth, the level 2 right there. So you can see we have contracts here. Let me bring that across to the forefront. Right. Make that a little bigger. Right, so you can see we have heavy support there, 146, 40, 160, 170 contracts, right? So they got support there. You see how they added to their position. And now we got that breakout, retest. But now they're pulling, right? So they got to stay in the book so they can support the price. And they're not doing that. They're just pulling their orders. So yeah, this isn't looking like a good long for me. It could still go up, but I wouldn't take this breakout. We're actually going in the opposite direction now, right? About to break Camarilla S3 again. So real kind of indecisive movements, man. And that's what I was kind of seeing today, so I didn't really bother with trying to hold positions too long. Alright, y'all, so that's my trade recap. You see a little live trade in here. Well, I wasn't trading, but a little live breakdown of order flow and price action on Bookmap. Oh, and you see we're heading to Camarilla S3. Like, I would like this now for this little breakout here, retest, and put my stop above here. Right, retesting the structure right here. And now if we get the breakdown, that's a nice little short for me. And it's not doing that, still retesting the structure. Yeah, too indecisive for me, man. Alright, y'all, so it's Malak Shalomo, and y'all trade safe and stay blessed.